I just wanted to welcome you back to the second episode of The Dark Side of Photography. I've got my scans back from the lab, so let's drop this one in here. I've never seen these photos. This is the first shot, which I believe is Kodak Gold. I love Kodak Gold. It just has such a rich feel to it. I'm not gonna bore you with this first image. Like, let's be honest, it's pretty average. It's just a street. Let's move it on. Again, this also looks like quite a boring image. Oh God, what was I thinking? I guess I'm just playing. I guess the first few shots with like any roll are quite, like, you know, you've got to get your eye in, and I'm not going to be too harsh on myself. I'm also not going to go crazy on the edits because less is more. I prefer the crop there. I'm not going to shy away from a little crop factor. I think it's okay to do some cropping every now and then. Just not crazy amounts, you know, like let's not go mad with the crop, but just a little correction I think is fine. And I guess that's it. Moving on. Ooh, a woman mopping the floor. I like it. It's real. It's a real shot. I'm becoming better at actually taking pictures of people. And it's hard, like it's actually quite a stressful, it brings a lot of like weird insecurities out of myself that I'm not aware of, because you're taking a picture and you're invading someone's privacy effectively. Like, it's quite a bold move and I'm getting better at it. I try my hardest to not overthink it. Look at all that information there, that's great. I love film, there's just so much to play with. Like, didn't do a huge amount. I don't even know if it needs a correction. I love this section. No, I actually prefer it just how it is. It's just quite a raw shot. I'm not going to do any cropped versions of it. There's the before and after. You can see that I've just brought a bit more detail in her jacket. I've just brought a bit more life into it. There, that's it. I'm happy with that. Cool, moving on. Ooh, this is nice. Oh, I like what's going on here. I like the fact that we've got this sort of like CD, DVD bookshelf in the foreground that's sort of dipped out of focus. And these guys are just, I think they're eating. Also, this environment, this little location is in a film called Perfect Days. And if you haven't watched that film, I highly, highly recommend watching it after this, because not only is it just a beautiful sort of depiction of the beauty and simplicity, it also has great locations. And well, I was in Japan whilst they were filming it, and it's been a pleasure to watch it since. Actually, I watched it recently. But yeah, again, there's not a huge amount I want to do. Kodak Gold, man, like you can't beat it. I mean, it's not the craziest shot, but it's just a nod to how good Kodak Gold is. Oh, it's the same image, just landscape. And I think I kind of prefer this version. Do I? Oh, I don't know. I like this guy more. This guy's cool. As soon as he dropped those blacks, it just brings the whole image to life for me. Some of the film has like quite a foggy look to it, and I noticed this really quite a lot in my last episode. But yeah, it's okay. It's just part of, you know, learning and being new to this is basically you need to get a lead pouch. But yeah, that's what I want to do to this photo. Again, less is more. I really like what's going on here. This sort of like plastic PVC sheeting is sort of like diffusing the light in quite a fun experimental way. You've got like a really nice soft light going here, and then some nice roll-offy bits going over here. It like dips off into shadow. It's cool. It's a nice scene. I like the motion of the guy. I kind of wish he was here, and maybe if I'd waited a little bit more, I could have achieved that, but I panic. I panic when I photograph, especially in public. I'm just human. Moving on. Oh, this is a nice scene. This is really, really lovely. Let's see how much I can get away with just doing it on the slider. Oh, 45 in the blacks. Bring up the highlights a smidge. Shadows. You know what? I think that is it. Yes. I don't want to go too far because obviously the more you manipulate your image, the more artifacts you get in, the more sort of grain, and these images are already quite grainy. I love how this sign is on the thirds here, and I love how these guys are in the sort of third over here. And the tiles in Japan, like, I love it. I love the tiles so much. There's a good reason for the tiles. And I mean, these ones over here, for Japan, they're pretty dirty. Look at these. Guys, they need a clean. But no, these guys just minding their own business, enjoying their noodles. I actually ate here because it seemed to be the Lycos hotspot, and they were great noodles. I really, really enjoyed them. But here we go, before and after. I've just sort of like brought the sort of sign back into the image. I think it was getting a bit lost, and this light is now, you know, it feels a bit more balanced overall. There's not too many things going crazy with this image. It's a nice image. I'm quite happy with it. I know it seems counterintuitive receiving your negatives in digital form, but let's be honest, we live in a digital world, and I just wanted to pay respects to people who do purely just keep analog, because fair play to you. Moving on. Oh, these are my guys, these are my mates. Hey Tak, if you're watching. He is also a photographer. So I'm gonna link his things down below. This is him here. And yeah, I'm not gonna go crazy with this one. This guy, chilling. I'm just gonna move on. Again, just taking the fade out of the image. There's quite a bit of fog that's going on. Due to the scanners. Oh, okay. We've got a man who's, yeah. I mean, it's not the best image, is it? It's one of those accidental, oopsie. Nah, it's like a ghost. It's like Casper's coming to haunt me. I don't like it. No, moving on. What's going on here? Oh, Luke, what a waste of an image. Sometimes in photography, and I don't know what it is, but film photography, you take the shot and you obviously forget the shot. That's the sort of beauty of it. And in the moment, you're like, oh, that's going to come out really lovely. And then you get it in front of you, you see it in like a sort of like physical way, or you see it digitally on my screen, and you're just like, what was I thinking? Obviously wasn't thinking. And this is a perfect example. It's not a great image, let's be honest. It's just a stairwell and a light, and I can't even do anything to it. But the thing is, and this is what I do love about photography, is that someone out there, someone watching this video could really be like, that's quite a fun image. But to me, it's nothing to me. There we go. I'm just not even going to question it. Oh, what's this then? Interesting. I think we have our first light leak, which is not fun, because I don't really want it there. Anyway, I can't complain. It's part of the nature of film. I kind of like this image. I'm kind of against the light leak. It's kind of doing my head in. Why is it there? How has it got there? What's it doing? Why are you there? It's cool. It's a sort of like, I can definitely sense that throughout my time in Japan specifically, I've got more confident in shooting film and shooting images of people doing things, and just sort of like flexing and leaning into that sort of street photography-esque more so. And yeah, you can see that my confidence, like, it's not the best shot, but the fact that I've got the confidence to just stand there, take the shot, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. Not necessarily the shot, the fact that I've taken the shot and I'm getting better at taking shots of people. Because it's quite a scary process. Like, if you've not done it, and you know, you go out and take some pictures of people, you soon realise that some people are okay with it, some people don't like it, and some people really don't like it. But then there's ways in which you can communicate, and that's the sort of beauty and the evolution of learning this as a practice is the body language, and I've sort of like, I can sort of navigate whether, if it's okay to take a picture of someone or not take a picture of someone. And in this case, I took a picture of someone, a group of people working on the roads. Oh, okay, right, leaning into the image when you sort of like push it the other way, sort of play on the light leaks, is pretty cool. Yeah. I really love Kodak Gold. I really love Kodak Gold. If you've made it this far into the video and you've enjoyed yourself, give the video a little thumbs up. It does wonders for the algorithm. And well, as you can see here, I've got loads and loads of film to be cracking on and making this sort of content with. So do subscribe if you're new around here. And yeah, I'm gonna continue with the video. Okay. Moving on. This is gonna be a common imperfection, isn't it, with this film? There's light leaks everywhere. Look at him here. Hello. How has he got there? Why? Did I accidentally knock the camera? Did something happen? Did I offend the camera? Did I offend the camera? Probably. Okay. Yep. For me, I just wanted to knock out a little bit of this wall. It was too heavy over here. I love the water. I'm just gonna play into the sort of light leak a bit and raise the exposure, because it sort of it makes it a bit of a centerpiece almost. And I mean, I've got nothing to lose. What else is going on in this image? There's like a little person-y bike person. Nice car. Nice river. I like it. It's easy. It's a nice shot. It's just a bridge. It's just a bridge. Okay. No light leaks. That's kind of a good thing. It's just quite a big, bold thing. Just, is it like the edge of? I think I remember walking to this place and being like. Anyway, I'm just instantly manipulating, just working away, doing the God's business of bringing some more contrast into the image. It's going to bring down those highlights a bit more. Not too much. Not too much, Luke. You know what? I think it's just an easy... It's just something slap bang in the middle, and I kind of like it. Like, it's got nothing crazy about it. It's just one of those gates that go up and down and let people in and out. But it's just a nice shot. It's just a nice shot, a nice little memory for me. Hey, speaking of memories, another nice little memory for myself. I'm just gonna quickly do that and probably move on. Oh, it's a cute shot though, isn't it? Hey guys, hey! Anyway, cracking on. Yes. So I remember this day was one of those, I think it was my first proper day shooting on my contacts. And I was really excited. I'd always wanted this camera. I'd always wanted to see what it can do, and I've always loved the lens on that camera, the Carl Zeiss, the 2.8, and you know, pair that with some Kodak Gold, and you've got some nice colours. You've got some nice sort of like glowy, halation-y bits in the background, glowing. It's a nothing crazy image. I'm just gonna go extreme with it. Oh, it does make things look a bit more fun. That does make things look a bit more fun. You know what? Fuck it. I like it. Yeah, that's it. It's just popped out the red. Here's the before and after. You can see here, I just brought it to life. Like, it's really subtle. It's a real subtle edit, but for me it does so much because it has this sort of like natural vignette to the image, and I just love the red. The red's it's great. I love this little red thing. But anyway, I'm gonna move on. We're rattling through these. This is great. I'm loving this so much. Where are we? There's some sort of like orange, tangerine. What are they? Oranges? What are they? Satsumas? I don't know. Definitely orange. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? It's a lovely garden. I can hear my dog snoring. I think she's picking one. Is she getting it for the gram? I guarantee she's getting it for the gram. Nope, she's just eating one. Awesome. Awesome photo. Lovely garden. Perfect. I love it. It's great. Ah, here's a man reading a sign. And, well, straight away, I just want to do that. I don't know why. I just feel like it was a bit too heavy in the bush. There. I mean, they're not the best images. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I do apologise. But this is part of it, isn't it? It's like, it's all a learning curve. And I think this was my first roll shot on this camera. So I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with that. Ooh, this is quite fun. Okay. I like it. I'm just going to make a point. I just want to get a little bit more close to the action. Is that okay? I think that's okay. There? There. There it is. Oh, that made a world of difference. Just going to drop some of the highlights out of that sky. It was one of those weird days where the clouds were just white. Just white clouds. There was nothing in the clouds. It was just white. We cruise on. We cruise on. Here we go. I really love this. He's obviously cutting back that bush. He's a gardener. He's doing his gardening business. What a beautiful day. Here's the before and after. Nice. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, she's bang on. She is absolutely centered. You know what? I'm not even going to crop it. I thought I wanted to, but nah. I just want to get a little bit more out of it. I really like this image. It's so simple, and that's why I love it. It's just a really, really easy image. I've just captured someone capturing, and that's the beauty of it. That's all it is, and that's all I've done. Moving on. Oh, there was a lot of space here. I remember there was a lot of space, and this guy, I wanted him more here, but I obviously let him wander a bit too far, but that's okay. Yeah, that's it. That's it there. Here's the before and after. I like it. It's just a guy. It's just a guy chilling, enjoying his business. I really love how big, this thing is. Just massive rocks, but really, really old massive rocks. And I love how small this cyclist is compared to that. Like, it's a cool perspective. And this film sort of has like, it feels like it's got this sort of like natural vignette to it, which is quite nice. I like it. Yes. Also, I like these guys. They're just hanging out. Again, it feels like a whole picture to me. And I love how the cyclist is the sort of like centerpiece to the image. I do want to just make them the definite centerpiece of the image. There. Less is more, less is more. Practice what you preach, practice what you preach. Okay, yeah, I'm really, really happy with this shot. It's just a nice scene, isn't it, really? Just a nice big park space and people using that space. Moving on, and I can already see that there's a monumental amount of lens flare coming up. So, oh God, wish me luck, wish me luck. Let's go. Oh, God, what's happened? I mean, it sort of summarizes this YouTube video, doesn't it? It's like the imperfections. I mean, this is probably what this episode is going to be called, like the imperfections within film, because that is like it's almost like something's got stuck, and maybe I didn't shut the door properly in the camera, Or maybe I've knocked it and it's opened. I don't know. Anyway, part of the image. So it's film. We're shooting on film. These things happen. It's raw, baby. I guess let's lean into it, shall we? Let's see if we can use it as a sort of like centerpiece. And like, you know what? For this, I'm going bold. Not that bold though. Like, that's crazy. You mental. I love the symmetry in this image. We've got 2 trestle tables out, 2 lights on both sides, and then we've got this sort of like thing in the middle. Maybe that's what I should do to just balance the image out a little bit. Maybe just give it a crop. It's just ruined this shot, and I think it could have been a really nice shot. I'm not only getting abused by X-ray scanners, I'm getting abused by my camera. This guy, he's Mr. Suspicious. What are you getting up to, sir? Mr. Suspicious. That's a real shame. I really hope that I'm not gonna get too much more of this lens flare, because it's not even a lens flare. I've realised I've been talking about lens flare. It's a bloody light leak. Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. It's not a lens flare, it's light leak. Oh God, it's not even 12 o'clock yet. My brain's gone to bed. I like it, even though the lens flare, even though the light leak is quite an obvious thing that's happened, and I can see it in the next shot. It works in this one. It works in this one, and well, here's the before and after. I kind of prefer the before. I do prefer the before. Okay, interesting. I do prefer the crop though. Let's just rewind. Rewind. Oh, that's a first. Yeah, that's it. Wow, I didn't do anything to that image. Okay, cracking on. Light leak meets Ferrari. Oh shit, that's cool. Okay, this is really cool. Something that I've instantly spotted well, minus the quite slapping you in the face light leak that we're dealing with. It's okay, I like what it's doing actually. Even though it's an abusive amount of light leak and something's obviously gone quite detrimentally wrong with my camera, what I have noticed, which is really cool, is this Ferrari, and I'm going to zoom in. This Ferrari has white stripes. It's got white stripes. And the great thing is, as you can see, look, the stripes sort of like go down the road, over the Ferrari, and back onto the road. That's so sick. That's so cool. Oh, that's so awesome. Yes, mate. I love taking pictures of fast cars. I love taking pictures of cars that have got stripes, because believe it or not, stripes make it go quicker. Monster sticker, make it go quicker. Stripes, same thing. Chatting absolute breeze, sorry guys. But okay, right, let's jump into the edit. For this, I am going to bring quite a hellish amount of contrast into it, because, well, the road's black, the white lines, I just want to see the difference in that. So contrast, please. Bringing up the shadows just a little bit, bringing up the whites just a little bit, bringing down the blacks just a little bit. Okay. I guess moving forward, I've got to accept the fact that film is film, and there will be a lot of imperfections and things that I'm not necessarily happy with, but that's what makes film film. Here's the before and after. You can see what I've done here. I've just sort of brought a bit more life into the road, and this light leak has now got a bit more sort of depth to it. Same with the car. You can see what's going on, and also I like this part of the image. I don't know why. Maybe this bit. It's just film's cool. God, film's cool. Moving on. What do we have here? Oh, wonky image. More street photography gone wrong is what that is. would you say that is another light leak? Probably, from the state of this film. Okay. Oh, we got a cool bus driver. Yes, yes, yeah. I'm gonna punch that air because, again, this is a nod to myself. I'm pretty amped with the fact that I'm getting better at just taking pictures of people. I said it before earlier in this video. It's quite a daunting process taking pictures of individuals, and I actually remember giving this guy a nod and he nodded back to me, and that's all it is. It's just an exchange of body language that makes people feel a lot more comfortable and yourself more comfortable as the photographer, because again, it sort of leans into the fact that you're effectively invading someone's privacy when you're doing this, but body language makes such a monumental difference. And especially in Asia, like, you know, the Japanese are quite reserved individuals, and that was something that I noticed when traveling around, is they keep themselves to themselves, and they're very, 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 very polite. They're beautiful people. But without the body language, without the little nods and the little like, hey, can I take your photos? Like, you can very quickly get a feeling of yes or a no. And this guy, it was an instant yes. And it's made a really beautiful image. Like, I really, 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 really like it. It's just super playful. The light's nice on him, like falling onto him quite nicely. There's quite a lot going on in this bus, isn't there? There's all sorts of gizmos, but actually it's just a counter. There it is. That is it. I'm happy with that. Perfect. Moving on swiftly. Oh god. It's just another boring shot, isn't it? Like, some woman on a phone. Whoop-de-doo. Let's crack on. Ooh, artsy. This guy, oh, yo, sick. I actually did a commercial for these guys. These are New Balance 1500s. Yep, I think they're the New Balance 1500s. I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. But I did do quite a lot of shooting in the past for New Balance, and I really like what's actually going on in this image. Let's just see if we can get any, no, that's a shame. I wanted to get a bit more of the details back in the highlights. So I'm just going to drop the highlights bits. Oh, I love what's going on in this image. Yeah, like even that's fucking cool. The reason I like it is because you have this sort of like, well, there's also a Canon shop up there, which I never know. Maybe I was on the way to the Canon shop. I love this like bridge. Well, I love the architecture and the shape within the architecture, and I love how the shadow's almost like mimicking this, and it's like framing it in for me. Like it makes it, yeah, it's cool. And then actually I've shot portrait, so I like it. I like it a lot. It's just a cool splash of light. There's nothing more to be said than this. I love how the light is bouncing into the concrete up here, and has given this some exposure to see. Because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like concrete. I'm not as hard as concrete, but I do like concrete. Moving on, do I keep that in? I don't know. Oh, this is awesome. That's a really nice shot. Yes. Oh, I like what's going on here a lot. I love how there's 4 individuals, and I love how 2 are stationary and then 2 are in motion. That for me is something that I look for in an image. I love like symmetry, I love motion, and if you combine the 2, perfect. That for me is a good photo. I also love what is going on with this shadow, and I just want to kill this. I don't like this. This is not doing it for me. That's it. That's so much better. I'm a big fan of this shot. Gonna move on. Oh, this is cool. I think I just wanted to take this photo because of these two men. Just going about their business, and for that reason, I'm not going to do anything to the image other than crop it. Skaboosh. Not even going to show you before and after. Ah, oh, there's the fucking light leak again. Ugh. God. I must have... It looks like it's a seal that's not closed properly. Or it has... Or there has been... You can see the seal here. That's the bit that's sealed, and that's the bit that's leaking. So... Yes. I don't like this shot. I'm not going to lie to you guys. You probably don't like the shot. There's not been that many good shots in this roll of film. That's okay. Like, second episode, tried to keep you hooked in. Just disappointing. Oh, God. Yeah, another awful shot. But maybe, just maybe, one of you individuals out there would like it. Oh, God. It's so just the thing to happen, isn't it? Every good shot that could have had a good shot has been the one that has had the light leak over it. Like, this one has so much potential, especially with the fluorescent lights running down this way and the bike here. Oh, God. Stop moaning, Luke. Just get on with the bloody processing. Oh. God, this image is worse than Brexit. Such a shame. It was such a cool... I remember it. There was like... It was really quite a metallic kind of environment. And as you can see, there's a lot going on. But that light leak has just absolutely ruined it for me. Like... So depressing. It's not that bad. There's worse things going on in the world, but that light leak is also pretty bad. It's fine. Just lean into it. Just lean into the leak. And yeah, you can see that that's the only way that I can make this work for me personally, is just push it a bit more and bring out the colour. What do we have here then? Ooh, we got a little Pink Panther situation going on. Hello, mate. Yeah, he's so Pink Panther. He's so Pink Panther. That's him. That's him. That's Pink Panther in the wild. Yes, love it. Anyway, enough of that because I'm going to get a copyright strike. Yes. Okay, this is one of my favourite images to date, especially on this roll. I love it because he's Pink Panthering this individual. He's just going about... Is that my friend Tak? Tak. Watch out, Pink Panther's about. Watch out, he's going to come and get you. Oh, God. Sorry, bro. I don't know who this gentleman is, but he's very, very dapper looking, and he's looking quite suspicious. He looks like a secret agent, and I'm all for it. I'm all for the secret agent look. Leaning up against those vending machines, doing the God's work of secret agent. Was Pink Panther even a secret agent, or was he the person... I can't even remember the premise now. I've been so distracted by what's going on. I can't even remember how to edit an image. I love it. I love it so much. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. It's a weird one because I want him to be the centerpiece, but actually I kind of love the buildings as well. Yeah, cool. Next, what do we have? 3 more shots left. This is the third to last. Cool, alright. So on first glance, I didn't really understand what was going on, but actually, I know that if I zoom here, that's a pretty cool one. He's on the phone. I thought he was, wait, is he on the phone or is he vaping? It is vape niche nowadays. I think it's quite a nice image. I love his shadow. The shadows, there's too much whites on this. Let's just get rid of some of this wool because there's quite a lot of it. I like what's going on over here, but then also I kind of want to centralize him. There, yeah, I think that's it. It just makes the image just almost like I've done it the first time round. So let's not tell anyone. Cool. I like this. I like it. I like it. Awesome. This roll of film, I'm sorry if I've wasted your time. I'm really sorry. It's been quite disappointing. There's been some in there. There's just such a basic shot of bicycles. Bicycles, 2 red cones, and some lovely green wash. Tiles everywhere. So many tiles in Japan for good reason. Their buildings melt. I had to Google it because I was so confused while I was walking around. Anyway, this is the final shot. Obviously wanted to just take a picture to get rid of the roll. And yeah, it wasn't the worst film. It definitely wasn't the best film. There was a lot of imperfections, especially when it came to these heavy light leaks. That was a real shame for me. This image I think would have been one of my favorites had it not had the light leaks, followed by this image. Although I kind of love, it's interesting, isn't it? Like the imperfections, you could look into them in a really negative tone, or you could see the light leak in this image and be like, oh, actually that sort of draws your eye to the center of the image, which is, the center of the image has actually got the cool Ferrari in it. So is it doing good? Is it making the image more playful? Like, swings and roundabouts. I'm okay with the light leak in this one. This one is just diabolically bad. This one is just shit. And this one is also, it pissed me off because if it was just one, if it didn't have the thing in the middle, it would be okay, but you can obviously see that something's going wrong. Other photos that come to mind are, I think, some of the earlier ones. Like, I like this. This is a nice shot. I love how, I kind of wish he was sort of like here, but that's okay. That's okay. And what are the other ones I like? Let's just flick through them. This bus one was cool. Oh yeah, this is the fall. This was the, I think this one for me is like one of the better ones. And yeah, I mean, that's the that's the sort of conclusion to my second episode of The Dark Side of Photography. And I'm glad I called it this because as we're sort of like diving into different roles of film and experiencing different camera stocks, we're also finding different things and variables that can happen within the realm of 35mm photography. Like, if you've enjoyed any of these images, just leave a comment down below which image is your favorite. I want to get a bit more engagement on these videos because I'm really enjoying making them, and I hope you're enjoying watching them. So yeah, let me know if I'm going in the right way, if you want to hear different things or see different things. But I guess that's it for the second episode. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. See you guys, bye!